Dear friends, here we are concerned with the classes on biomolecules. It is specially a very special class for carbohydrates and proteins, understanding carbohydrates and proteins. What are carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are the compounds consisting of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen only, whereas proteins are the compounds made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen. Sulfur may or may not be present, but it is one of the essential components of protein. Carbohydrates provide us energy and proteins provide us with bodybuilding materials. This is very essential. If you haven't subscribed my channel, please do it in order to let me do this kind of classes. So let's begin with carbohydrates. I told you that carbohydrates are concerned with carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, where hydrogen and oxygen are in the ratio 2:1 generally. Carbohydrates like monosaccharides are the simplest carbohydrates. These are generally of the types triose, tetrose, pentose, hexose and so on. There are many of them. It continues like this. Now coming to triose. Now what are these actually? Monosaccharides are either the aldehydes or the ketones. The functional groups are either aldehydes or ketones. These are called aldoses, these are called ketoses. In case of triose, we are having the formula. Triose, the number depends on the number of carbon. So C3H6O3. In case of tetrose, we have C4 means 4 carbon, C4H8O4. For pentoses, we have C5H10O5 and so on. Means we can even write here C6H12O6. For heptoses we can write C7H14O7 like this. Now the simplest carbohydrates, what are these? They are usually glucose. This is the simplest of simplest. Means if we are suffering from diarrhea or something like that, means vomiting, continuous diarrhea, then glucose has to be given to us in any form, either in the oral form or we have to use it intravenous. So glucose, then fructose, also galactose. Now whenever we are coming to the other ones like oligosaccharides, oligos means a few. So they consist of the sugars which have a few number of monosaccharides. So here if we are concerned with disaccharides, if we are talking about disaccharides, in case of disaccharides, they have 2 monosaccharide units. The 2 monosaccharide units are joined together. Means suppose it is C6H12O6 and another C6H12O6. What will it come to? Usually it comes to C12, H24, O12. It should come like that. But no. Remember one thing, that whenever two monosaccharides are combining together, there is an elimination of one water molecule. When two units are combining, we subtract one water molecule from it. Means one H2O goes out. So here what will happen? If it is C12, H24, O12 minus 1 H2O, if it goes off, then we have the formula C12, H22, O11. This will be our formula for disaccharides. So whenever there are two units of monosaccharides joined together by glycosidic bond, the bond formed over here is glycosidic bond. If there are three units of monosaccharides, it gives off two water molecules. That means if it is 3, here it will be 6 3s are 18, here 18 2s are 36, and here also 18. So this minus 2 water molecule, that means 2H2O. 2H2O means what? 4H and 2O. So if this is subtracted from here, its formula will be C18 H36 minus 4 is equal to 32, and here O is half of this, that means O16. This is the formula for trisaccharide. Now what will happen for tetrasaccharide? If it is tetrasaccharide, then C24, H48, O24 minus 3H2O. 3H2O means H6O3 needs to be subtracted. The formula will come C24, H42, O21 is the formula for, this is tetrasaccharide, not trisaccharide. This is tetrasaccharide. This was trisaccharide. This is tetrasaccharide. So like this it goes on increasing. If there is tetrasaccharide, then 3 water molecule has to be minused. If trisaccharide, then 2 water molecule have to be subtracted. If disaccharide, 1 water molecule have to be subtracted. So whatever the number of saccharides, you have to subtract 1 less water molecule from that, and you are going to get that formula. Hope this one is clear for you. Now coming to proteins. What are these proteins actually? Proteins are nothing but, these are bodybuilding materials. They supply energy also. Okay, they supply similar amount of energy as supplied by carbohydrates. These are proteins. So proteins also supply energy, but a little less or similar, almost similar to that of carbohydrates. In case of proteins, the bonds are known as peptide bonds. Peptide. In proteins we have peptide bonds. What are peptide bonds? Now suppose this is one amino acid. We know that protein is a polymer of amino acid. So if this is one amino acid, the amino acid's formula is, on one side it is COOH. In the middle there is an alkyl group which is represented as R. Now this is R1 for first amino acid. Another one is NH2. So suppose this is one amino acid. This is combining with another amino acid. It is having R2, means another alkyl group, but these two groups remain the same, the amino group and the carboxyl group. This is carboxyl, this is amino, so it is known as amino acid. So the combination will be between these two. In case of protein, the peptide bond is formed between the amino group of one amino acid and the carboxyl group of another amino acid. That means from NH2 we are having NHH, and from COOH we are getting OH, this part. So there is a release of one water molecule, it comes from this way. The H goes from amino group and the OH goes from carboxyl group. So here it forms a bond, that is between this CO and this NH. So this is called CONH bond, and water molecule goes off, H2O. This is the way the bond is formed. This is known as peptide bond. This CONH bond, this is a very strong bond known as peptide bond, that is formed during the time of translation. During translation, the elongation period of translation, this has to be done during class 12. This is at class 12 part. So translation means protein synthesis. The elongation part of protein synthesis forms these peptide bonds between the amino acids. So this way a polypeptide is formed and we get a number of polypeptides. So this makes our protein synthesis part clear. I hope the carbohydrates, the glycosidic bonds in the carbohydrates and the peptide bonds in the proteins, both are having the similar kind of thing. That means here also water molecule goes out, and in this case also water molecule goes out. On releasing the water molecules, this bond becomes stronger and hence they form a polypeptide. This is a polypeptide synthesis. So with this we end our chapter. So have a nice time, and please don't forget to share this video to as many people as possible, because the villagers don't have the possibility of going to the tutorial classes so off and on, whatever you are having. So please share this and subscribe my channel if you haven't done it. If you want more and more of this kind of video, you have to subscribe to this channel, so that, and please leave your remarks so that I can easily work according to your requirement. Whatever is your requirement, I don't know. I have given my lesson. But if you are not coming out with queries, I won't be able to know what do you want from me actually. So thanks a lot.